Hello everyone. Great evening and welcome to Life Coach Corner. So, Life Coach Corner is a groundbreaking initiative by Life Coach Philippines International, and we are dedicated to fueling the growth of coaching professionals and enthusiasts. Our commitment is to empower the coaching community with essential resources and strategies to transform coaching into a thriving profession. So, here at Life Coach Philippines International, we train, we coach, and we build tribes. So we're streaming through the different Facebook pages of Life Coach Philippines International. We have Life Coach Oman, Life Coach Philippines Kuwait, Life Coach Philippines Eastern Visayas, Life Coach Philippines Calabarzon, and of course, our YouTube channel, Life Coach Philippines International. So in case you are new to Life Coach Philippines International, or if you are watching through a shared link, then I invite you to take a moment to like and follow Life Coach Philippines International so that we can stay connected for future learning opportunities. So for this month of November, we are going to discover how top coaches and leaders actually use mental model as powerful thinking frameworks to go beyond surface level conversation and be able to achieve real breakthroughs with clients. So by weaving mental models into coaching process, coaching practitioners can bring structure, clarity, and of course depth to every session and helping and the coaches will be able to help clients go from incremental progress to transformational change because we recognize that every person has the potential to have deeper, more meaningful conversations with their peers and loved ones. So as you join us, you will of course not discover how top coaches and leaders use mental models to break past surface level conversations and actually achieve results, real results with their clients. So get ready to understand how to weave mental models into your coaching process by listening to coaching practitioners here in Life Coach Philippines International for this whole month of November, of course, and you get to learn how you can bring structure, clarity, and depth into your every session, helping your clients go from incremental progress to transformational change. So tonight you're joining me live for a conversation on an insightful session about thinking objectively, overcoming confirmation bias. So again, whether you are tuning in via Facebook or via YouTube, in experiencing the transformative power of coaching, you get to learn as well how to coach your gift to transform your passion into your purpose for a fulfilling life. And if of course, in case you are watching on the replay, then please do comment hashtag replay so we can go back no, to your comment and we can engage with your comment, especially if you have any questions. And of course, I encourage you to tag your fellow coach, like invite coaching enthusiasts, invite someone you know who wants to think objectively and learn to transcend, okay, to overcome confirmation bias, okay? And of course, together, let's embark on a journey of profound personal and professional growth. Now, for your love gift, in case you want to like bless the space and give your love gift as a support in what we do, then you can check the caption of this video for our bank transfer details and our GCash account. So in case you're meeting me for the first time, I am your coach, Coach Candy Tang, and as a life and mental health coach, I support individuals with mental challenges who are struggling with their self-worth, where I help them nurture self-care, self-acceptance, and self-value through the platform of life coaching. And by helping them, of course, I aim to empower them as well to gain the self-esteem needed to live life to its fullest, not merely to survive, but to really, truly live life. Ayan. I think si Master Coach Hasmin ata to. Nakalagay po kasi Facebook users sa isa-end ko. Okay? So, as you share your no, insights, I invite you again to use hashtag #PackMyBagMoment. Please do tag our page so we can stay engaged in your social media content. So before I proceed, I talked about mental models, right? So just in case you're new and you're wondering what mental model is, so a mental model is an explanation of how something works. It is actually an overarching term for any sort of framework, worldview, concept, that you carry around in your mind. Okay, that you carry around in your mind. And this frameworks will help you eventually interpret and understand the world around you because it eventually shapes our perceptions, it guides our decisions, and of course, influence our actions. Okay, wait a minute. Excuse me. And there I am back. I'm sorry. Okay. So again, the conversation this evening is thinking objectively, overcoming confirmation bias. And just last week, I talked about see beyond bias, where you get to understand confirmation bias. Okay. And for tonight, I will be talking about thinking objectively, what you can do to think objectively and you can overcome confirmation bias. So we have si Master Coach Jasmine nga, si Coach C. Hello, hello, great evening. Thank you for joining us. So, of many cognitive biases that could actually cloud our decision-making ability, one that leaders know or the one that most of us experience and need to be, of course, now particularly vigilant is against confirmation bias. So confirmation bias refers to our tendency to interpret information in a way that confirms what we already believe to be true. So it's not just only what we believe, but what we believe to be true. And this bias is actually widespread, no, and has significant implications for in your life, especially if you are a leader, no, whether it is business, in organization, no, talagang imperative that this have significant implications, okay? Especially if you need to make sound and objective decisions based on available data. And oftentimes, dyan po malakas yung confirmation bias. Because confirmation bias occurs from the direct influence of your desire on beliefs. Yung gusto mo pagpilit kung ano yung sa tingin mo at anong gusto mong paniwalaan. Ito po talaga si confirmation bias. So when people would like a certain idea or concept to be true, they end up believing it to be true. And they are actually motivated by wishful thinking. And this error in the way we think leads to individuals to stop gathering information. It leads you to stop gathering information when the evidence gathered so far confirms the views or prejudices that you want to be true. Okay? So, hindi lang to basta nagse-select ka ng information na gusto mo, but you actually just gather information that you know intentionally will support what you know that is true and you disregard everything else. So, if you want to know more about confirmation bias, you can check the replay of last week's episode on See Beyond Bias, Understanding Confirmation Bias. Okay? So confirmation bias is actually, again, our tendency to seek and favor information that confirms our existing beliefs while we ignore contradictory evidence, even if the evidence that is presented at you, in your front is what is real and what is true. Okay? And eventually, itong confirmation bias na to, it acts as a filter where you get to be able to distort your perception and reinforce your opinion kahit na pong walang ka-sense po yung opinion nyo. Sino po yung nakaka-relate dito? Hola, nandiyan na si Coach Fredlyn Garcia and Coach Marife is here as well. Ayan. So when you talk about leaders, as coaches, as leaders, you have to safeguard yourself, and be aware of confirmation bias. Because when you only seek information that confirms your existing belief, you will ignore and dismiss information that contradicts whatever you believe in. Okay, so nagiging biased agad siya. And this can eventually lead to decisions that are based on incomplete and biased information. Okay, which can result in poor outcomes for your coachee, for your organization, or for even your community, okay, and hindi din maganda yung decision-making process mo. So, a good example of this, when you talk about business, no, in terms of business leadership, okay, so a business leader who believes no that their product okay is superior to their competitors, they will only seek feedback that confirms this belief. Itong belief na to that their product is superior, okay? And they ignore the negative feedback that could help them improve their product. Therefore, there is no growth that is going to happen. Wala pong mangyayaring growth. And eventually, no, syempre, malaloss po yung sales, hindi mag-improve and everything. And eventually, no, mag-lower down yung productivity, yung profit and everything. And eventually, di ba, pag tumagal pa yung confirmation bias mo, it can lead to the business closing down. Ganun po siya. Now, in decision making, confirmation bias can often lead to bad decision making. Okay, very bad decision making. So, for example, if you are convinced, no, that okay, particular investment. Let's talk about investment, no, that a particular investment is good, you may ignore warning signs that it may not be. Okay, kasi naniwala ka. Sino po dito yung nakarelate, no, na you have this experience na bias ka kasi kaibigan mo because it's your friend that presented to you the business opportunity, the investment, okay? And of course, kahit na alam mo, no, while your friend is like discussing the investment and everything, and there's red flags that you see, but because it is your friend, okay, you will choose to ignore, okay, the warning signs, and then you will continue with the investments. Sino po yung dito yung mga naka-experience na ng ganito, okay? Ako po may mga ganito din po ako, okay? Don't worry, okay? We ignore with the warning signs, no? That it may not be, or if you are set on, of course, no, getting a job with a particular company, no, you may actually get so biased na hindi mo na nakita yung overall structure. Like, a good example dito, di ba, if you are looking for jobs, okay, we have this tendency that you want for companies that have big names, okay, that big names, and then you fail to research on the culture of that company, values, core beliefs, culture, if it resonates with you, pag nagmamatch ba siya sa'yo. And then you get to have like different feedbacks, no? And then you ignore them because precisely gusto mo lang makapasok doon sa work, no, kahit na doon sa work dahil sa pangalan niya, di ba? So you will push to it and eventually you see that it was not the good option, the best option dahil inignore mo siya. Or, di ba, pwede naman may position kang gusto, okay, but you ignore the facts, okay, that like yung skills mo is not yet commensurate for the position that you want, but you keep pushing it. So there are so many scenarios, no, that you can see actually confirmation bias working. Nandiyan si Coach Lady Jen. Hello, Coach Lady Jen. Sabi ni Coach Lynn, connecting, madaling maging bias pag kaibigan mo. Kaya madalas hindi nagagawa ang tama. Yes, and oftentimes, no, if you want to check out, we have here in Life Coach Philippines, no, international tax trust. Okay, it's an article on tax trust. Ano yung tax, no, when you talk about trust? Blindly distrusting, no, especially for leaders na masyado ka na nag-trust sa employees mo and then eventually, no, they still behind you. So, madami po yan. So, lahat yan ay pwede siyang result din, no, ng confirmation bias. So, unfortunately, this type of bias, excuse me, can prevent you from looking at situations objectively, and it can also influence your decisions and lead to poor and faulty choices. So by understanding and recognizing this bias, you can think more objectively, no, and make better judgment. Kaya siya, ang title ay Thinking Objectively. Because pag you allow this confirmation bias, no, to continuously overtake, no, yung sound judgment mo, eventually, no, talagang magkakagulo-gulo po yung buhay mo. So, This bias reinforces, no, again, your initial belief and makes it challenging to consider alternative perspective or explore the potential advantages, no, of different options of different scenarios. Okay, so it really limits your decision making. Kaya eventually, no, you get to complain in life, wala ka ng tamang decision na ginawa and everything. It's precisely you maybe want to look into how you are making decisions if it is actually based on bias. Kaya hindi mo nakikita yung logic, hindi mo nakikita yung facts, hindi mo nakikita yung evidence, no? Like evidence, information that is presented to you. Okay? So, what it does is actually, no, it reinforcing nagre-reinforce yan ng belief, no. So pag kinontinue mo to, this three things, no, could happen. First, it reinforces belief, so it solidifies your existing beliefs na hindi tama to begin with. Okay, again, it solidifies your existing belief that is actually not helping you by seeking information that aligns with your belief that hindi nga nakakatulong sa'yo, making it difficult to consider other viewpoints. In short, pag narinig ito, makitid ang utak. Sino po yung nakarinig neto or nasabihan ka neto? Hashtag me, hashtag aray. Okay? Okay, so yun po siya. Isa po yan, confirmation bias yan. It reinforces your beliefs, no? And that beliefs, oftentimes, no, is outdated beliefs na po yan. Okay? And hindi na po yan yung beliefs na naaayon sa season mo, kaya siya outdated, no? And of course, yung beliefs na to, eventually, no, will solidify because these are beliefs that pinangahawakan mo siya. Eventually, it will lead to your character, it will lead to your behavior, no, na hindi na magiging maayos as well. Then second is it hinders critical thinking. It impairs your ability to objectively evaluate information, evaluate evidences, which leads to flawed reasoning, okay? Ito yung mga walang sense na reasoning and of course, no, faulty conclusion. Sino po dito yung kahit anong paliwanag na ibigay mo, okay, yung sagot sa'yo, nonsense pa rin. Okay, sino po dito nakaka-encounter ng ganitong tao? Okay, oftentimes, pag ganito po yan, siya may confirmation bias po. Okay, and then of course, um, group thinking, ibig sabihin nito, yung you want collectively, no, confirmation bias contributes to the formation of what we call echo chambers, okay? Where like-minded individuals reinforce and amplify shared beliefs, which deepens the vision. So, ito po yung sila Marites. Okay? Sino dito yung mga Marites, di ba? These are again beliefs na ina-amplify nila and they collectively, no, nagpo-form sila into a group and then eventually it causes divisions. Yun po talaga to. Is true, yes, ayaw ng paliwanag. O yung kahit anong paliwanag ibigay mo, wala talaga siyang ibang papakinggan, di ba, Coach Marife? We know those. Okay? So, when you, as a leader, as a coach, no, only seek information that confirms your existing belief, you are unlikely to consider alternative viewpoints. And when this happens, this can lead to lack of diversity, especially if you are handling an organization, a team, no? Especially in decision making, okay? In a decision making process, which limits innovation and creativity. And additionally, no, itong echo chamber na to na nagpo-form, alam mo yung fractions, yung division within the group, yan. Ito yung mga echo chamber na to. Eventually creates a culture where dissenting views are discouraged. Ibig sabihin yung mga views na contradicting sa kanila, dinidiscourage or dismiss, which can lead to a lack of accountability, accountability and transparency. Okay, so confirmation bias can also lead to, ito na, overconfidence and arrogance. Ito po talaga is confirmation bias. Yung mali na talaga yung tao and talagang overconfident pa siya na pinaglalaban niya na tama siya. Okay, and therefore they become too arrogant. And when you believe, no, that your existing beliefs are always correct, you may actually, no, become complacent so complacent and you fail to consider alternative viewpoints or feedback kaya hindi ka nag-grow. Kaya nagre-regress ka. Yung character mo nagre-regress, yung decision making mo nagre-regress, even your thinking capability eventually regresses. Okay? And this can actually create a false sense of security that leads to, again, poor decision making and missed opportunities in life. Sabi dito ni Coach Lynn, paniwalang paniwala kasi sa sarili kaya naging overconfident and arrogant. Yes, yan siya. Paniwala ka sa sarili. And anything that people say that does not align with what you think and how you see things, you disregard it. Kaya yung mga taong ayaw ng feedback, this is one thing that they can look into, no? Probably confirmation bias is already at work. So pag nakita mo naman ito, no, what can you do? Okay, in case you really want to change, of course, you want to grow, and you recognize that confirmation bias is not helping you, then what can you do? Okay, what can you do to be able to handle the confirmation bias and for you to be able to think objectively? So I'll be sharing 5 steps, okay? First, be aware and be introspective, okay? It's not about other people, but it's about you. So you want to be able to recognize your confirmation bias. Ikaw mismo, ano ba yung confirmation bias mo? And acknowledge your own susceptibility to it. Ano ba yung mga pag-iisip mo, no? Ano, alam mo, pag naisip mo yan, automatically bias yan. You have to know that. And you want to be able to question your assumptions. Saan nagagaling yung assumptions? When you see things, when you judge, and when you assume, where does it come from? Okay? You want to be able to question your assumptions and be open to considering different viewpoints. With that comes number 2, which is seek diverse perspective. So you want to be able to actively seek out information and viewpoints that challenge your belief. And you want to be able to engage, in a healthy discussion with people who have different opinions to gain a broader understanding. And hindi lang to basta-basta kung sino lang tatanungin mo. Okay? You want to be able to engage with people who have that authority. Okay? Hindi yung tatanong ka sa business about a business, no? And then you ask it from a person without a business. Okay? Again, wala pong sense yun. Okay? You want to be mindful that when you seek diverse perspective, it has to come from a responsible source or from an accountable source. Okay? Yung meron talaga, okay? So, hindi lang siya basta-basang taong tatanungin mo. Then, sabi ni Coach Lynn, my personal filtering system. Yes. Okay, then third is you want to examine the evidence. Okay, you want to be able to focus on objective evidence and data, and you want to consider the reliability, okay, reliability of sources. Okay, check mo muna, fact check. Where did the data come from? Is it a reliable source? Totoo ba to? Mamaya fake news na. Tapos paniwalang paniwala ka, di ba? Okay? So you want to consider the reliability of sources and you want to be cautious in cherry picking. Alam mo yung cherry picking, yung patingting mong dinadampot kung ano lang yung gusto mo. Okay? Cherry picking or anecdotal, evidence that supports your preconceived notions. So when you think, if you want to really be able to think objectively, kino-consider mo talaga yan, nilalatag mo all sides. And who I can really remember here is Master Coach. Kasi ganun po talaga si Master Coach, the way she teaches, the way she teaches us, talagang it's confirmation bias is out of the door because she really does these steps, nag-e-examine siya, kumukha siya ng different perspective. And I also always hear to, di ba, malay mo, mali ako, di ba, gumagano'n si Master Coaching. And then, di ba, she learns. She really invests in learning from credible teachers, yung mga may authority na teachers, okay, to be able to learn as well, to be able to think objectively, to make better decisions, okay? Then fourth is encourage dissenting voices. Okay, so ano ba yung meaning na dissenting? Dissenting voices means dissenting is ones that does not agree with your assumption. Ibig sabihin, contradicting siya doon. So you want to encourage, listening to this, hindi listening, but hearing them out. Because it fosters an environment that encourage, constructive criticisms, feedback and diverse opinions. Kasi probably, no, meron kang hindi nakikita doon sa opinion talaga nila. And when you see that, you will see the gold mine or the gem in it, and it can help you improve. So surrounding yourself no, with people who can challenge your ideas, hindi inaaway, magkaiba po yung, oftentimes kasi we think that when people are challenging us, is inaaway tayo at dinidisrespect tayo. Hindi po yun ganon, okay? Again, think objectively. When people challenge our ideas, yung ideas yung china-challenge, hindi yung pagkatao mo, okay? So you want to become really objective about it, okay? Surround yourself with people who challenge your ideas and counteract confirmation bias so that you can improve your decision making. And of course, lastly, you want to practice questioning and challenging your own beliefs. Tatanungin mo lang siya, okay? And adopt the role, no, that you really dive into. Diba, meron nga tayong 5 levels of why, diba? You ask yourself, you really dive into, gusto ko talaga yung process no, that I learned with Master Koji, that you get to ask yourself, saan nang gagaling? Where is this coming from? Okay, and then you slowly dig into yourself, no? Saan ba nanggagaling itong assumption? Where does it come from? Ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, yun po yung kagandahan niya, okay? Because it broadens your perspective and it allows you to uncover potential blind spots. Okay? So, where is this best used, no? Yung thinking objectively for you to overcome confirmation bias. This is very good in self-reflection. Self-reflection. Kasi like I said, no, yung start po talaga, di ba, nang for you to be able to think objectively is beware and to introspect. Paloob po siya, wala siya because other people says so. But you have to go deep within you and ask yourself. Okay, so it's self-reflection, it's introspection. Then second is critical thinking. Okay, pag kailangan mo talaga ng critical thinking, no, ito talaga siya, yung walang emosyon. Okay, when I say walang emosyon, you really don't make decisions based on emotions. Okay, kasi hindi po ito palagi this decision, okay, that you can make. And of course, you want to avoid group thinking, okay, or division, or what we call echo chambers, okay? So, yung 3 powerful questions that I will be leaving with you so that you can like start with the 5 steps that I have shared, okay? So, 3 questions that I will be leaving with you. First, how can challenging your assumptions lead to more informed decisions? Then second, what opposing viewpoints have you considered in this situation? Then third, what steps could you take to approach this decision with a balanced mindset? Okay? So to avoid the dangers of confirmation bias, you must actively seek out diverse viewpoints and opinions. And this can be achieved through a variety of methods, diba? Such as seeking feedback. Very important po yan sa tribe namin, no? With the way Master Coach A taught us, no? It's about really seeking feedback, no? From your clients, from your peers, okay? Seeking feedback from authority, okay? Yung authority, okay? So yun po talaga siya, no? And additionally, you want to be able to seek out information, no, that can contradict your existing belief, not just for the sake, no, na ma-contradict, but you want to be able to see if confirmation bias is really working, no. And you want to ensure, no, that you are making decisions based on all available data and hindi lang yung gusto mong data. Okay? So it is also essential for you to cultivate, of course, value of transparency and accountability. Okay, if you are a coach, you want to be able to cultivate this in your coaching relationship with your client, no? Transparency and accountability. If you are a leader, then you want to be able to cultivate a culture of transparency and accountability, of course, by encouraging open and honest communication within your organization, within your relationship, no, as a coaching mo. And of course, it will start with you na open and honest ka din, okay? So from there, no, you will be able to create an environment where alternative viewpoints are valued, where speaking up is valued, no? Yung share your thoughts talaga, di ba? Share your thoughts. And dissenting views are encouraged. And this can help to avoid, no, the creation of, again, yung echo chamber, yung division, okay? And eventually, no, pag nasa organization ka, it promotes a diverse and very inclusive decision-making process, okay? So remember, it's about seeking the truth, okay? I remember that seeking the truth is not about validating the story in your head, but it's about rigorously examining and accepting the story that matches facts and reality. Fact, information, evidence, and the reality that is presented to you right now. Okay? Again, uulitin ko, napakaganda ko kasi talaga nito. Seeking truth is not about validating the story in your head, but it's about rigorously examining and accepting the story that matches fact and reality. And if your story doesn't match facts and reality, you better think twice because it's already confirmation bias. So there is value in working with a mental health coach. Sa case ko, no, I really work with Master Kuchi, who is my coach, okay, to help you see beyond the stories in your mind, beyond the confirmation bias, so you can think objectively and you can make better decisions para mag-improve po yung quality of life, especially if there are things that you are getting challenged with, diba? Kasi meron tayong narratives in our mind that there are things that we cannot do, there are things that we are not good at, and confirmation bias will actually take to play, kaya nagpo-procrastinate ka, okay, and you do many things, no, to delay and even to sabotage your success, no, that is one, no, one aspect of confirmation bias. Then I invite you to work, no, consider working with a life and a mental health coach to help journey with you and partner with you, no, into introspection, no, makita mo talaga ano yung mga confirmation bias mo and how you can, no, flip this confirmation bias so you can think objectively and you can actually grow from there. And of course, I'd like to invite you if you are a leader as well, no, and you know that this can help. Okay, and I invite you again to check out the article, no? Si Coach Lin ko na dyan, si Coach Lin. Please share the article yun doon sa Deep Thoughts, yung tax trust, no? Napakaganda po noon, no? And I'd like to take that moment to invite you for CACC Life Coach Certification Program. If you want to be a life coach like us, no? You can join Proactively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program accredited with 40 CPD units, no, by the UK group. And of course, this is going to be held on December. Okay, meron po tayo sa December. So if you want to know more about this, then feel free to connect with me. Okay, or feel free to connect at 0917-586-1661 or feel free to connect with any coaches that you see there in the comment section. Ayan, sabi ni Coach. Ayan na, share na ni Coach Lynn. This is a very, very good read, especially if you are a leader, no, and if you own a business. This is a very very, very beautiful reading, lagi masasabi ko. And of course, with that, I as well, no, invite you for our new, no, upcoming Certified Leadership Coach Mastery Program, which is called the Invisible Threat Eliminator. Again, it is a CPD accredited Certified Leadership Coach Mastery Program happening on January 2025. Ayan. Tapos ayan, dalawa yung shinare ni Coach Lin. Feel free to read this. This is such powerful read, okay, that will really open up your views. Okay, yung mga confirmation bias na yan, mawawala po talaga yun. Magigising kayo. And of course, I'd like to invite you if you want to have like face-to-face experience of life coaching, I invite you over to Decaf Coffee Republic. It is where I am presently located. And this is the home of professional CACC life coaches here in the Philippines, and we have as well, no, our face-to-face community events. So we have our Kapihan night every Wednesday midnight, so 12 a.m. po yan ng Wednesday. And on Thursdays, Fridays na po pala. On Fridays, 3 a.m., we have campfire, no, cabin life at the campfire. So it's a dawn break prayer na being led by Master Coach Jasmine naman po, no. You get to learn about the Word of God and how you can apply it in your daily life, may mga principles. And of course, we get to pray collectively, no, and support each other and journey with each other. And with that as well, no, at 10 p.m. ng Friday, it's open mic night where you can creatively express yourself through songs, poetries, And of course, it is a great stage as well for you to start conquering, your stage right. So do join us back, tomorrow. Excuse me po. Do join us back tomorrow with Coach Lynn, where she will be talking about managing your time, prioritize like a pro with the Eisenhower Matrix. Ayan. So once again, this is Coach Candy Tang, mentally fit to serve on behalf of Life Coach Philippines. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and this is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. Bye-bye!
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.